Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Lone Rowsdower. This is episode 9. I'm laughing because I'm still thinking about the current predicament of Rowsdower and Thomas. They're in the dumpster. I'm just picturing, because this is a dock, this is like a harbor, and I'm picturing like just piles of dead, discarded fish just around them, and they're plucking their noses, trying to talk about the map, and it's like just normal to them, and they don't seem to mind at all. So again, that's just how I'm picturing them. So they have that nasally voice, which I do right now because I'm recovering from a sickness. FYI, just if you notice a slight difference in my voice, that's why I haven't recorded for a couple of days. But there's also the situation happening outside Sator's hideout with the militia, the cult fighting each other, and then the city guard comes in to try to settle this dispute down. And I was going to mention that I would look at the commenters, the viewer comments in my last video for another story edition, which I am trying to do more frequently, especially if I hit a roadblock with any ideas. Also, I hope you don't mind if I have the table cam is just here now. Notes are still here. I don't think they really matter as much as the character sheet and the dice. I also have the cards here, and if I don't forget, I'm going to try my narrow it down method for Oracle use. Anyways, I'm going to pull the comments, actually several comments from the same commenter, a very frequent commenter. I appreciate his comments as always. It is our friend Smitty. I will pull up here on the screen. There we go. So, let's see. The first one on the top, let's read it. This one caught me off guard. I was laughing my ass off. Rowsdower frantically clicking key fob. Did I park my horse? It's true. Where is the horse? Like I was thinking, if I recall correctly, he's at we tied it up outside a tavern somewhere. We put it in a park. I just forgot about the most vital ingredient of the picture behind me. That's the freaking horse. Where is it? Anyways, at least Rowsdower is alive. Uh, then the second comment is more on a personal level. Feel free to completely ignore me when I solo. I almost go for the most bizarre gonzo possible outcome in a situation. Seeing some of your sessions, I think you might be able to link mine on this. You are right. Again, I agree. So yes, this is kind of, in addition, a sequel to my last video, where is how to solo RPG. I made this introductory video for people to find and to sprout out into other avenues of solo play. And the comments on that video were spectacular. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Tabletop Wanderer. He also commented. He's a fellow channel. Thank you. Uh, so, yes, gonzo ideas, bizarre. I need to do these more often. I need to go with them, follow my gut, which was my issue in my last video. I'm like, I didn't like how that, like, oh, the city guard holds up this magical artifact that just calms everyone down. Why not? Like, actually, what the hell? Go with it. I should have, but don't double guess yourself. Like, don't second guess yourself. Just go with the most bizarre idea. It makes things fun. You are the storyteller. This is your game. Speaking to myself here, just have fun with it. So I should have, but with that, not necessarily mistake, but with that change, the comment as follows from Smitty: the city guard charges in and gets into a fight with the militia over jurisdiction. Drop your weapons. No, you drop your weapons. The cult trying to sidestep out of the whole situation, which they do. Both the city guard and militia don't move. Over all this militia archers scream, "We saw the guy we are after." Pandemonium ensues. Perfect. I love it. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Something to cause the cultists to sneak away, like just dance off to the corner of the screen, and the militia do the Spider-Man pose. Oh, I forgot to put it on the screen here. I'm sorry, guys. I was going to put the Spider-Man pointing at himself, like, but it's more like jurisdiction. Yeah, I'm just picturing the militia, and because, like, again, they're practically a traveling circus. They're looking for trouble. They're looking for, they are acting as the good. They have a good intention, but they are not in their hometown. This is not their area of jurisdiction. So the city guard comes in. What are you guys doing? You're shooting archers. You're burning the harbor down. Militia's like, no, we're looking for this guy. And so they're just screaming and yelling. I don't think they're going to attack each other per se. I don't think they're going to kill each other. They're both on the same side of the law for the most part. But this, yeah, again, the cultist, Satoris, just in his suit, he just does that the whole time as the militia's like, you bleep, bleep, bleep. And they're stealing it, they're screaming at each other. So we don't have to focus too much on the city guard just yet, like developing their characters. Like, who's the guard? Like, who's the captain? Who's the archers? Who's the who's the scouts? We don't have to deal too much of that right now. We have a good amount of characters so far. We have Satoris, we have Rowsdower, we have Mike Pepper, we have now Thomas, who is Troy's father. Thomas, I don't know if he's alive here, if he's in this series compared to the actual movie, but anywho, so with the cult slipping away into the shadows, all what the hell? Let's just roll to see how many are left. I think I'm going to use 16 here, so a D16 or a D10 and a D6. Uh, I just want to see how many are left. Obviously, Satoris is left. He's a main, or he is a, he's a boss. We have our 3 fate dice right here. No changes for this session. Still using the Ironsworn mechanic. Yeah, the Ironsworn mechanic. But we're rolling to see how many are left. So I'm going to write down here left, alive, and we're going to roll the D16. Well, it depends on how I'm seeing this here. So, oh yeah, 16. So 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, that's good. That is a fair amount. Still danger, but not overwhelming. So we have 6 cultists left. That's plus our friend Sotoros. He is going to be part of that group. Now, let's put that other D6 back in there. Okay, so it's been revealed that Thomas can read the map. He is special in this department. He can read the map. He has ability to. He's been studying it for years, which caused this whole scuffle to happen. I have notes back here about that. And let's see. Yeah, okay. So he can read the map. He says the map has been destroyed in the center heart of the city of Zyax, which we don't know where it is exactly just yet, or I haven't really explained it yet. Now, Rowsdower, he has that little high concept. I'm sorry, trouble. It's more of a subsection of the trouble. Subsection page 3, paragraph 5. False hope, bring his family back with the... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We can either compel this... we've done it before. Actually, I think I've already done this, so I can't repeat that. Oh, Lord. Let's check the notes here. Frankly, checking notes. I think we actually did that. Rowsdower shows a map. Awakens. I didn't write... I want to say, yes, we did successfully ignore that. I could be mistaken. It's been a few days. But anyways, let's say, yeah, he's like, oh, I want to bring my family back with the map, but he's focused on the mission. We have to destroy it. It's not going to work. He's like, Rowsdower is pushing that idea back to the back of his head, which is, we all know it's very healthy. So he's focused on the here and now. That could change. That could change his trouble, which you can do after sessions. You can change for monumental moments in fate. I think you can update your aspects if it makes narrative sense to do so. And I think that may be the option, especially if we reach the end of this arc. Depending on how long this goes. This is kind of how long I expected with this route, the Lone Rowsdower to go. And I have to find the sound effect from the episode Mystery Science Theater where it's like the Lone Rowsdower. And there's a song that ensues. Oh yeah, that's at the end of the credits. Anywho, Rowsdower will save us. That part, that joke. Now, what to do next? I'm kind of at an impasse here. We can try to get out of the freaking dumpster, but then the Satoris is walking by. They're sneaking by again like a crab. Let's draw a card. That always helps, and you guys can still see it in the bottom of the screen here. This is the Troll of, I think I might have used this before, but it's Giant Issue. This is a big problem coming by. So this is the cult. The cult is nearing, and that is obviously a mention to, while we're chit-chatting with our fellow dead fish, we have to roll to see if Rowsdower can hear the cult come by, which I'm sure they can. With our noses plucked, it's probably, that's 1 sense gone, so we can hear, obviously. So the cult is walking by, or sneaking by, the dumpster, and I'm thinking, I'll probably write that down. Anyways, I'm trying to refrain from writing everything down, as it kind of delays things. Besides my tangents, nice weather we've been having. 110-degree weather for March. I hope the weather's great where you guys are, especially my friends from abroad, from overseas. Um, so let's roll to see. I think we can obviously hear. Well, no, they might be sneaking by. They don't want to. They're not like stomping their feet. Like they don't have tap shoes on. Like damn it, we were in the middle of our tap dance class, and these guys showed up. No, let's just roll forward. This will be a kind of a passive roll, like a not necessarily a saving throw, but like a passive perception. Like in D&D, you have a passive roll. Well, this is the D&D attribute, so it makes sense. So let's do, I'm looking at my status here, our abilities. This is going to be wisdom. It is, I guess, technically perception. And we have +1. Uh, Stunt-wise, I'm looking, I don't really think anything can really aid here. When I save my points, save my aspects for later, or yeah, technically the fate points for later. So we're rolling with +1. Ironsworn, you're rolling against 2 dice. There's no set difficulty. With my house rule, I take away the ability stunts or abilities for difficulty. That's I would recommend that if you ever want to add a difficulty modifier, technically, to Ironsworn. Um, let's see. Yep, just +1 the roll. Let's see what happens. Ooh, yikes. That's a 2 against, it's a partial. So we have 2, a 9. Yeah, so that's a partial. He hears them going by, but the partial should be something related to the narrative, not from Rowsdower's, uh, not from himself, but I think it's Thomas. I think Thomas freaks out. He hears them, and Thomas like Screech from Saved by the Bell. He screams, or like he gets startled or something like that, and Rowsdower tries to quiet him down. So the cultists stop. Now, because it's a partial, they don't get noticed, but the cultists are literally outside the dumpster and stop. So Taurus is standing there like this, and he looks to the dumpster, and one of his guards, one of his other cultists say, "Did you hear that?" And Taurus in his low voice. I don't have a low voice modifier on OBS here. "Yes, I heard a scream." And my cat sneezed. I heard a cat sneeze too. I don't know if you guys heard that. Um, so, this is an interesting predicament. Let's draw a card to see what Satorus does. This will drive what he does. So, mind rot. Uh, like I said before, having cats is absolutely hilarious and at the same time very odd. I'm gonna fix my camera view, guys, here 1 second. There we go. I know I just want it to be in the corner. Okay, so mind rot. We've used this card plenty of times. You know what? They are. Oh, this could be just Thomas. He's freaking out. It's Doris. I sense him. He's nearby. Kind of situation. So I'm gonna put these cards in the back of the deck, and I do shuffle these with the big deck shuffler thing I have every before play. So these cards are kind of randomized to an extent. So okay, so he's freaking out. We have to roll for Rouser to calm him down so it doesn't give away a position like it's freaking out. So this will be charisma, which we don't have anything to do with, but we're dealing with the cult technically, kind of. No, this is a good spot for an aspect. So, reluctant hero, dark past, that could be possible. Gruff protector of the innocent. Thomas is innocent. Let's use the aspect. We'll spend a fate point here, down to 2. That gives us a plus. I'll let it be a +2 because we're not using ability here. Charisma is flat. So let's do a +2. Earlier I said it would just do +1 on Ironsworn, but I'm going to do a +2 here. Hope you don't mind. Okay, here we go. So +2 on this roll. Trying to calm Thomas down again. We have a partial. So 5, 6, that beats the 5. Okay, partial success means he does calm Thomas down. He's like, shh, covers his mouth. He's like, don't you say a word. And Satoris he is looking at the dumpster. He smells it. Smells like fish. but he also has he can set. I'm assuming from the movie he's magically attuned to the world. He has magical powers, so he senses disturbance in the force nearby, or in his case, disturbance in the dark side. Um, so he's telling his team to go look around. Taurus just standing there looking around himself. So they all split. They all go, and he tells them be wary of the militia situation. Let's not go there just yet. So I'm gonna write down Colt scatters, uh, looking for obviously our characters, and we can hear little footsteps going around the dumpster, going to different parts of the dock. Maybe they were like 15 feet away, so not like directly, face to the dumpster. Maybe they're like, again, 15 yards. I should say not 15 feet, 15 yards away. So Satoris is standing there, and I think he's going to walk up to the dumpster himself. So the Colt scatters. He just wants them to cover ground. They all follow the order. All remaining six of them, so it's just him. He walks up, and let's draw a card to see what happens. I mean, this is why I love using the magic cards. They just give great ideas. Okay, dead fish. So again, this dead corpse, or this like person being drained of energy. Um, yeah, I still think it's Thomas, man. I think as Satoris gets closer, he was doing something to him, torturing him. So like he has this weird magic residue on his soul of Satoris being nearby. So Thomas is trying to restrain himself, but it can't do it. And I don't think I'm going to roll for it again. I think Thomas just freaks out because it's a partial. So Thomas, like, he freaks out. He gets out of the dumpster. Satoris sees this. Okay, here's what we'll do. Okay. Uh, yeah, I should roll for it, but let's go with the comment again. Most bizarre. Go with the most bizarre. Okay, Thomas freaks out. We can't hold him back. It's impossible to roll for. He jumps out. He's trying to get out of there. He falls forward onto the ground. The Satoris is like shocked. He does something with his hand, trying like a force grip or something, magic to catch him. Rowsdower pops out he pops out of the dumpster with a knife or some dagger. I think we still have a dagger blade, and he's gonna throw it at Storks. So this roll will be for throwing. We do have surprise because technically, um, Thomas is inadvertently a distraction, and yeah, Rowsdower is gonna pop up, surprise, mother, and I'm just gonna throw the blade. So this will be a dexterity because it's kind of a mix of acrobatics. So that's +2. And we're dealing with the Colt, so that's a stunt, that's +3. Dealing with the Colt, I spoke too fast, sorry. So that's a +1, the stunt. So we have a +3 total on this roll. Actually, let me lower the camera just a bit there, because my head is like down here. Okay. So, yeah. +3 on this roll. We're just trying to throw a blade at Satoris, and let's see what happens. He's not impenetrable. He's not invulnerable. He can be killed. That's been evident in the movie. Hell, by Troy. If I recall correctly, he fires arrows at Satoris, and he just catches fire. If I recall correctly, it hasn't been too long since I've seen it, but I'm sure I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's roll for it. +3, and let's roll. How does it go? Wow, that was a roll. Oh, a perfect. So we technically beat the roll, even without any bonuses. We tied it, which probably would have been. I probably would have ignored the bonus or the perfect, but yeah, that's 6, 7, 8. So the blade just perfect. It goes straight to Satoris, and Satoris might be just worn out from the battle, so maybe he didn't have this like force field on. So let's draw a card to see what happens here. Maybe I might use. I have an idea what to do, but I think. Yeah, this like looks like he's unsuspecting. This guy's like looking to the right here, so he's unsuspecting. That's probably that I think that's Satoris. Okay, so I just picture like that knife is the camera going at Satoris, and he's like, and just straight to the head, and he falls back. So Thomas is like freaking on the ground, injured. So they'll give him another stress box. Can't forget that. Satoris, I'm gonna put a note here. Knife to the head, and then DED dead? Question mark? Maybe. Uh, Potentially. Let's ask the Oracle. Oracle, is Satoris dead? I'm gonna say because he's magic. He has magical powers, and he's probably immortal, or has been around for hundreds of years, like Wolverine. Let's say 60% chance. I'll give it a 60% chance. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. But I want him dead. At the same time, I don't want him. Okay, he is down. Not dead, he's down. Extreme no would have been he pops right back up and throws a knife back around there, but he's out of commission for a second. So, no on dead, but he's out for now. Like, TBA. He's like, return policy. That's still in play here. Okay, so, he's out. Rowsdower quickly hops out of the dumpster, helps Thomas up. Thomas is injured. He's bleeding. Maybe buffed his head. He's bleeding. He's unconscious. Or again, this guy is Jesus. At least he's consistent. I gotta give him that. And then the scouts are still running around. So let's see what the scouts do. We can't forget the cultists. Sorry, the cultists still running around. I'm sure they're not too far away. Ooh, they yeah, they surround Rouse. This is good. They surround Rowsdower. Okay, so cultists. There's a few cultists around. They pop from behind, and they're going to try to grapple Rowsdower. So let's roll for this to reframe ourselves. This is dealing with the cult +1. This is also strength to break through. +3 and then +4 from the seeing the cult before or dealing with them. Let's do +4 on hardened. Okay, so here we go. This is our roll. +4 total. Try to the. I think Rouser did get grappled, but let's roll for it. 4. Oh shoot. That's the 6 underneath the 9. Double 9s. Okay, so cultist grapples Rowsdower. It's extreme no. Shoot. I gotta write that down, especially those. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. And then the 2 plus the 4, it doesn't matter. It was a fail anyways. Fail. Fail. Okay, so extreme no. Not only did we get grappled, but we're getting in a chokehold. So, shoot, that's bad. Thomas is almost out of commission. He's not dead. Still has 1 checkbox left. I think I'm give Rowsdower a check here. Yeah, he's getting choked out. This assassin is getting choked, and jeez. And what? Let's see. I'm at 22 minutes. I don't know if I should leave it here. I mean, I do work in the morning, so I probably have to get to bed here soon. But I'm just so excited, and this is getting crazy. Okay. When in doubt, draw a card. Let's just see what happens. He's getting a chokehold. I'm gonna write that down here. Zap equals chokehold. Where's John Cena when you need him? Tag out, you know. Okay, so here we go. This is the card I drew. Where's the camera? Here it is. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's the card I drew. Now for me to read it. This cat's man. Drill Bit Taylor, if you ever remember that movie, Owen Wilson. It was big spec. I remember seeing it. Sorry. Sorcery. Blinded this guy's... Oh, wait. 1 second. The picture again. It's like a guy, he's happy, but this picture metaphorically, or like, as I decipher it, the red is the cult, and they're grabbing him. At least that's I'm seeing it right. Yeah, they're grabbing. That's perfect. But that giant guy with the big drill bit, the Owen Wilson stabbing that guy. The smile is very intriguing. There's someone nearby that is about to interrupt this chokehold. Someone makes a surprise appearance to help. It's not Thomas. He's out. He is not dead. He's just out of commission. Like Satoris. Satoris is supposedly dead. The knife in his head. But I don't think he has like Deadpool healing powers that fast. Probably take some time. The cultists have to pick him up and take him back to the sanctuary, or whatever that is. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, I think it's a good point to just cliffhanger. And then you choke, and then like there's a shadow in the back, or like someone is coming nearby. It could be the militia. It could be one of them from the militia or the guard. Something. I think. Oh, you know what? let's ask the Oracle. So, I'll write this down here in my notes. Someone intervenes. That's the word I'm looking for. That's a common word I'm looking for. Intervenes. Is it the militia? Like, did they settle their differences? They said we're here looking for the man responsible for killing or for destroying our village. Now we can tap the shoulder of what that's seen over there. So they were arguing again, as the comments as Smitty put here at the bottom there. They drop your weapons, etc., etc. They reached an agreement. Okay, the cultists are here. The guards, we've been having trouble with them. How'd you find them? They're right over there. We can't waste time. We know the guy's here. We found their leader. They think Rowsdower is a leader. I think that's on their mind right now. So they think Rowsdower is a leader, not Sartoris, not the guy in the suit. You think that would be the most obvious person, the leader, but no. They think Rowsdower is because then again, way in the beginning, the lady is like, "Oh no," runs away because we scared her off. And so, let's ask: 50% chance it is the militia. If it's over 50%, it is the guard. Okay, so this will be the deciding factor. If it's over 50%, let's just roll for it. Okay, it's the militia. So, the militia intervenes, shows up. Interesting. What do? Why do they intervene? Why would they? Oh, because this confuses them. Right. So, this confuses them. Like, why are they strangling their own guy? So, confused. Colt strangling, choking, Rowsdower. Doesn't make sense. They're like, so they probably, in the heat of the moment, they probably instinctively know that Rowsdower is not the guy. So they fire an arrow at, let's draw a card. I'll draw a card. If I don't like it, I'll go with the fire the arrow. It's a holo. I can sell this for $16 million. That's the card I drew. Carmen, Cruel Sky Marcher. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, this guy comes in to help. It's a vampire card. I thought I got rid of him. Yeah. So yeah, place hero. So basically that's right. I put the cards back in the deck here. Okay, so the archer, one of the militia, just quickly fires an arrow at the guy choking. Well, here's the issue. We had that spectacular failed roll. Okay, yeah, chokehold. I think that's significant enough. That's severe enough. Like, Rowsdower's passing out, and arrow to the head. I used to be a cultist, but that took an arrow to the head, and now I'm dead. So, fires the arrow, and he falls back. So now, arrow plus cult equals dead. The other cultists, like, they freeze, they slowly back up. The militia has them outnumbered, and there's like only 3 of them. So there's still a few in the shadows. Maybe they scatter about. We don't know. So 3 hands up. Now where's the guard? Let's draw a card here. I remember we got to handle all these threads. So the guard, that's the card. Utter end. The guard, they are, they're standing aside. They're monitoring the situation from not a distance, but they're nearby. They are kind of in the shadows, but they're keeping an eye on the cult. They agreed to let the militia get their revenge, but quickly, like get this done with. So there was some agreement somewhere. We can always touch on that later. Tell you what, commenters, Spitty, anyone else, please comment below what you think the agreement was for the militia and the guard. Why did they let the militia intervene or look for the cult in the jurisdiction of the guard? I think that's fair. So, Rowsdower is like, he's catching his breath, he's coughing, he's trying to regain his composure, and he's double vision, like he sees the, oh, we gotta do a roll for this, because again, he's trying to regain, this is a save, it's literally a save. So, oops, my dice went on the floor. 1 second. Please stand by. Okay, so we're rolling for Rowsdower to regain his composure. He has two stress box, actually two stress boxes. I think that's part of the failed roll from earlier. That's fair. No consequence though. Choking, busted air pipe. Not. I don't think it was to that extent just yet. I think these guys came in just in time. But this is Constitution, holding breath. That's kind of what happened. +2. The aspects I really don't think can help just yet. Reluctant hero. He is persistent. But hardened, +1 from the stunt. +4 total. So here we go. 3, that's a 7 over a 5-4. Perfect. Okay, so he regains his composure. Yeah, Rowsdower, he's fine. Equals fine. Sees the militia. And he says, you know, he looks to his friend Thomas. Obviously, that's his priority. He sees Thomas is fine. Thomas is like breathing, but he's still out of it. He's like just unconscious again because he's an idiot, or he's clumsy. Not an idiot, he's just clumsy. But he sees the militia and he's like, "You guys, why'd you help me?" And the militia, they lower the. Some of them have their bows at the other 3. The main militia guy, we can introduce him in probably the next episode or in a second here. Probably the next episode. He walks up and says, "We have a few questions for you." And I'll cut there. I think that's a good spot. So I'll write down that militia wants to question Mr. Rowsdower. Okay? We can't forget. So Taurus is still down. And the cult, there's 3 of them, 3 remaining, are gone. They escaped. But there's another 3 caught. Okay, so just those notes for me, notes for everyone here. Rowsdower sees a militia. The guy has some. We have some questions for you. They don't have the bow at him, but they lowered it. So there's some not an aggression here. The Taurus is still down with the blade in his head. Maybe one cultist sees that. He's like looking. He's like surprised. And the cult, the 3 out of the 3 are gone. The other 3 are caught. They are surrendered. No hands on the top of their heads. Situation. So that's it for this episode. Wow. I'm not being. I'm not trying to fake here, but this was fun. I'm not faking this enthusiasm. I think this was fun. I had this is a great episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I felt like this is really driving the narrative here. Like I really felt eccentric. I really stepping on my bubble here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, enjoyed every minute of it. Again, comment for viewers. Comment, please tell me why you think militia. What do you think the militia and the guard agreed on to allow the militia, which they are following their own brand of justice. That's going to be it for now. I'll see you next time. Please feel free to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And as always, thank you for watching.